talking a little bit more about the specific characters in Sailor Moon, who's everybody's favorite Senshi?
Well, I don't know if I could be. I don't know if I could be any more obvious if I tried. But I'd have to say that Sailor Uranus is my favorite.
One of the many things that Kelby and I enjoy about our lives is we have a very, very, very strong friendship, which tends to sometimes confuse people a little bit.
Yeah, people
until they meet her fiance and go, okay.
Not lesbians.
Yes. Originally, my favorite was Venus until I got to S, and then I started watching and I went, oh, Neptune. Neptune is my favorite, and then I went, oh, Kelby. We're accidentally lovers again.
We're doing it again.
and then somebody said, no, it's fine, because you're American.
Oh, so we're cousins.
Yeah.
Oh,
instantly.
that's so
But then, of course,
nice.
we're cousins, so occasionally we'll, like, have cousin conversations like this.
Or get really, really super close like this.
With no explanation.
No. So good.
Emma, what is your favorite?
Oh, you know, I go back and forth all the time, to be completely honest. As a kid, I was super resistant to Usagi. Because I think I just wanted to not be her. I wanted to be the cool one. I wanted to be Sailor Mars. So, like, Sailor Mars was my favorite for a while. And now I feel like I sort of equally like Sailor Mars and Sailor Venus, which is funny because a lot, in the manga particularly, like, they have sort of a maybe lesbian relationship.
Oh.
Yeah, in a couple of the manga specials, like, basically in the manga, Sailor Venus, like, idolizes Rei, like, big time. Like Minako is all about Rei. She thinks she's so cool, and she wants to go to her cool school, and so one time she does, and she gets, like, possessed by a lesbian demon, and yeah. And Rei gets possessed by a lesbian demon, and yeah, they totally make out.
Like you do.
Like you do. And there's a lot of official artwork, like, depicting them on, like, bikes together, and they're like...
Right. Well, there's also a lot of official artwork of Chibiusa and Hotaru.
And Hotaru,
Sailor Saturn, who are super cozy. There's just a lot of artwork in general of, like, all the Sailor Scouts getting super cozy or being super naked and super cozy.
That's fine.
But it's all such beautiful artwork.
It is. Yeah, Naoko
So
Takeuchi
beautiful.
has a beautiful art style.
Feathers everywhere.
But I think now I have to admit, in some ways, Sailor Moon is my favorite. It's one series where the female protagonist, the absolute main character, is actually really likable because she's really interesting. A lot of the time I find in series, the main girl or the main guy is kind of boring. They're kind of an ingenue. They're kind of like, okay, whatever. But Usagi is so not. She's very clumsy. She's bad in school. But what makes her such a great character is that she is incredibly kind and giving, and it is all of her feminine qualities that make her the most powerful Sailor Senshi in the universe by the time we get to Sailor Moon Stars. There in the manga, she matures a lot more, I think, in the manga than in the anime, and there's a big thing about how, like, Chibiusa really idolizes her, and she wants to be her mother as a teenager, basically, because she sees her growing into this incredible woman. You know, she says she's tall and slender, and she's so strong because she cares about and is kind to everyone.
Well, it's a character who that you don't see very often, where the thing that she uses to save everybody all the time is mercy.
Yeah, and compassion.
Yeah, mercy and compassion, and it's mercy and compassion saves the day.
Yeah.
And how you don't really see that a lot.
No.
And that's amazing, to teach girls that there is strength and power in being open and loving people and giving people a chance.
Right, which is all things that you are expected to do as a woman. And here we see it being portrayed in, if you do all these things that are typically feminine characteristics and you embrace them, like... You're queen of the freaking universe. As an adult, I love Usagi, but the thing is that as a kid, I think I recognized that was the character I was. I was kind of a hopeless romantic and kind of klutzy and just felt like I never really did anything right.
Right. Sailor Moon was my favorite when I was younger. Like when I was first watching the series, I loved her, and I would make my sisters play Sailor Moon with me. My mom had these two pairs of shoes, and they were not the right color, but the way they were cut and everything, they looked like Sailor Moon's shoes.
Oh, man.
And then when the Sailor Moon S series happened and I was obsessed with Uranus and I was like, no, this is my Scout. This is the one I love.
Yeah.
I found that she had a second pair of shoes that looked like Sailor Uranus' shoe. And so I would like give my middle sister the boots and be like, here, you're Sailor Moon. And I would put on my mom's shoes and I was like, all right, now I'm Sailor Uranus. And we would just try to piece together outfits from clothes that we had.
Nice.
To be like our uniform.
Right, your school uniforms.
It was
your school uniforms or like your sailor?
Okay. Yeah, it was
Nice.
the most rinky-dink closet cosplay / LARP thing that you could. Yeah,
I love it.
It was pretty good.
And then what did you play? How does one play? Did you just make poses?
No, we like actually tried to have like storylines where we went to school together and that we would not be transformed yet, and then we would run into a monster, and then we'd be like, oh, we better transform. And we had memorized the particular like Scout that we were playing. We'd memorized their entire transformation.
Oh, their transformation like poses?
All of it.
Whoa.
All of it. From like the beginning of like the wand and then like the thing and doing this and like
oh man.
And then getting all of the stuff on you. Like yeah, we memorized all of that.
I always liked that when the outer Senshi said makeup, they actually like got makeup. Like,
yes, they did.
Yeah. Part of it was them getting sparkly lip gloss.
And nail polish. Yeah.
Oh, it was
and then
so
a breeze
good.
would blow
I know.
Yeah. Well, and Sailor Uranus, my favorite thing about her was her sweet short hair, because I had short hair at the time. Well, I still do. But you know, I was like the only girl in my class that had short hair.
Yeah.
But I loved that she would like tousle her short hair, and then she'd like part of her transformation was that she'd be like, oh, my hair. I don't know. For some reason, I was like super all about that part of her transformation.
I want to talk a little bit about the male characters in Sailor Moon.
Yes.
I think we should.
Specifically, the one male character who's kind of recurrent throughout the entire thing. Tuxedo Mask. Mamoru Chiba, Darien Shields.
Whoa, don't throw that. Don't throw that. That's a weapon.
Yeah.
What?
No, don't.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But one of the things that I really like about this is happening
Sorry.
right now.
I'll put it
back. One of the things that I really like about that character is that he's just portrayed as constantly being super supportive.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true. He is always just like, you can do that thing. I believe in you.
He's very encouraging.
Very encouraging.
Even his Tuxedo Mask, that's like his main shtick. I'm gonna throw a rose. I'm gonna say something encouraging, but it also doesn't make any sense, and then I'm out.
And then I'm gonna leave.
Yeah.
He'll like save them from imminent death at the last second, but then he doesn't actually do anything. He just goes away.
Yeah, he just comes in, drops his phrase, and then he leaves. And I guess like their morale is boosted.
Yeah,
and that's why they're able to fight.
Yeah,
better.
because he has such beautiful words of wisdom.
I guess so.
He rolled a natural 20, and he was like, "Inspire confidence every time, natural 20." That's right, I went.
No, but it's funny though, talking about how he just constantly comes in and basically boosts morale and pieces out.
Yeah.
Because that's one of the storylines in Sailor Moon S in the manga is he is kind of acknowledging the fact that Sailor Moon is constantly saving him. And he's like, I gotta get some powers, man. so that I can also like rescue you and support you.
I love, one of the things I love about him is he's such a damsel.
Yes.
He is so damsel-y. And I actually have a soft spot for when the male heroes are total damsels.
Yeah.
PETA.
Oh,
Peeta
PETA.
Malark. Peeta Malark is the Tuxedo Mask of the Hunger Games.
Totally. Inspiring. He really is.
Yes.
Inspires morale, but really doesn't do anything.
Right. It's just seeing, subverting the tropes of having the male character be the source of inspiration and support.
Absolutely. I never thought of it that way before, but
So
you're totally
awesome.
right. Yeah. Yeah, it's true. Though he still has very masculine qualities,
right.
and certainly Sailor Moon it just exudes femininity. This is him being sort of in a damsel role doesn't diminish her role as a woman.
Right, and it doesn't diminish his role as a man.
No, not at all.
Right.
However, it is true that he is, often, especially like in the Greek myths and stuff, the heroes were inspired by ladies to do heroic deeds or start wars and wipe out entire countries. But in Sailor Moon, it's like they're all inspired to keep fighting and be the best they can be. And Sailor Moon especially is often inspired by her love for Tuxedo Mask.
That's true. I think we should take a moment to talk about Melvin.
Yeah.
What was his name in the Japanese?
Umino.
Melvin, the really nerdy guy who started off having like a huge crush on Usagi, but ended up actually like dating Molly out, and that was awesome. I shipped them so much.
Adorable.
I love them.
And I like that in the American dub at least they had the most like stand out voices. It was like these really dramatic voices dating each other.
No, it's true.
It's
true. His voice is not as weird, but it's a little weird in the Japanese one, and her voice is just straight up normal. But I forgot that in the American dub they like made her from Jersey. Yeah, from Jersey for no reason.
Oh my God, Serena!
Oh my God, Serena!
Serena, did you hear about the new kid in school?
Serena, we're gonna be late for class.
Oh, Melvin.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that. And Melvin had a very sort of like Eugene from Greece. From Greece.
Totally.
Yeah, that guy.
I have no.
Who is actually he is a voice actor. That guy. So I wonder if
maybe it was him.
Melvin. But yeah, his voice was very similar to that. It was very stereotypical nerd of like, oh my God, Serena. It's a horrible impression, but no, I just love Melvin because like he never once had this moment of like, well, Serena should date me. I'm such a nice guy. Screw her.
No,
like,
you're so right. Melvin was never like, oh man, I've been friend zoned.
Yeah, like he was just like, I love her. I'm gonna pursue this. Oh, you'll come around. But it was never like a malicious thing.
No,
he was just
sweet.
too oblivious to really figure it out.
Yeah.
And then when you know, like, it was obvious it wasn't gonna work out, and he ended up dating Molly instead. Like he never tried to project what he loved about Serena onto Molly. He was just like, Molly's my girl, and I'm into that. Like, Melvin's a cool dude. I like Melvin.
Yeah, chill guy.
Melvin's cool.
I'm all about Melvin.
More Melvins. More Melvins in the world.